Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you with another video, and this is another complete Autoworld series video. I have finally completed all 6 cars in both sets A, set B, and the ultra red version of each one of the 6 castings. So this is Premium 2018 Release 3. It features 2 new toolings, the Buick Estate Wagon and the Chevy Impala Hardtop. Those are the first brand new Autoworld toolings in quite some time, basically since Autoworld, I think, Release 4, like the original Release 4 before they even putting years on the releases. So it had been a long time, and finally 2 new castings from Autoworld. This is one of them right here, the Buick Estate Wagon. This one is limited to 4,400 pieces. So both the set A and the set B are limited to 4,400, which means the ultra red of this is limited to 264 pieces. Okay, if you want to know how that's calculated, you can just ask me in the comments, and I'll try to explain it. So I've explained it in lots of videos. All right, so anyway, this is set A. This is in Ranch Green. Most of these cars, actually all except for one car, I still have carded. So I have not opened any of these. It's kind of exciting to finally be able to open them. So I'm going to open that up in Ranch Green. I'm going to keep my boxes straight here. We'll go ahead and we'll zoom in on that. It is a beauty. Who doesn't like a wagon casting? The wheel's on a little wonky here, but that can be fixed fairly easily. Rolls pretty good. The base is on straight. That's fantastic. Really good. Head west. That is just a beautiful looking little wagon tooling. The hood should open on this. This one's not opening very easily, so maybe we'll try it on the version. Oh, kind of getting it there. Oh, yep, still closing. We'll try it on the version B car. So this is version A in your Ranch Green. Pretty cool. And then version B. What did I do? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. All right, version B, Burgundy Poly. There's a little card art there. By the way, the card art is pretty much normal for Autoworld. They did add those premium facts on the side. The back card art is generic for each one, except for the colors for the different releases. So pretty cool. It does explain ultra reds right here. Generally 3% of the entire production line for each casting. So just in short, what that means is there's 4,400 on B and there's 4,400 on A. So you add 4,400 to 4,400, 3% of that is what the ultra red is, because the ultra red can be found on either a set A or set B car. So let's go ahead and open up set B. And there it is in your Burgundy Poly. Shout out to Martin, the Hot Wheels Hunter. Huge fan of Burgundy cars, and this is definitely one that you need to have if you don't already have it. I'm sure you have it. Really good looking. Look at that. This one has head east. They both have head east license plates. Wait a minute. Head west. Head west. Head east. Head east. Head east front and head west back. Interesting. That's cool. So again, this one should have an opening hood. Is this one going to open a little bit easier for us? I'm trying. Can I get it? It's really tough to get this one open. I'm going to leave that hood cracked a little bit because we are going to put this under the macro lens briefly. Ooh, it's shut. Take a look at these 2 cars. Beautiful. So set A, set B, and then of course we got to open up the ultra red. The ultra red in this case, of course, is a red tire ultra red, which I've already said my feelings about these red tires on other videos. But we'll go ahead and open this up. So this card is actually on the version B card, but that does not make a difference. It was on the version A card. This would be the exact same. The only difference would be the actual card itself. Okay, So here is the Ultra Red. One thing to notice, it has a green interior, so it has the interior from the version A car. So we should see that trend followed in all of the Ultra Reds that we open. We'll see characteristics from the version A car. So these have red tires, Ultra Red body, of course, and we also have these white bases. So, but pretty beautiful looking car. I'm not a huge fan of those red tires, but it still looks pretty good. Let's take a peek at one of these under the macro lens. Probably do the green one, huh? And zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. Boom. Look at that wheel. Buick logo on the wheel. That is really cool. Peek around to the front of the car. Let's zoom out just a little bit. I like this thing, but it's kind of hard to quickly get into position. Look at that. Head east. Buick logo. Take a look at the back of the car. Head west. Buick logo. Another look at that sweet wheel. Is there anything else we could look at real close up on this? Probably not. And the base is pretty detailed, so that is pretty cool. And overall pretty neat. So if we can get a look under the hood, that would be pretty awesome. Let's try to do that. Sorry about the blurriness. It's going to be hard to get in there. Yeah, really hard to get in there. The hood just doesn't open very far. The cool thing is you can really see like the metal flake in the paint under this lens. Let's take a look at the Ultra Red. Very, very cool. All right, so there is those. That is the first car. We're already 7 minutes into the video on one car, so we're going to have to really blaze forward here. The second one, car number 2, is this guy right here, the Cadillac Eldorado. Go ahead and open up that one. This is the version A. We'll do a little bit less talking and a little bit more looking at cars. It is in a beautiful blue color. And then we'll pop both of them out real quick here. And then version B. Very cool, and this very wonderful color red. Looks really good. So there's your two regulars. So these ones are limited to only 3,000 pieces, and the reason why these Cadillacs are less, the only ones that are 4,400 are going to be the Impala hardtop and that Buick Estate Wagon, because those are available in straight packs to hobby dealers. The Cadillacs were not available as an individual pack that hobby dealers could order just a pack full of. So that's why they're limited to less. That means the Ultra Reds for this are going to be limited to 180. So we got Capri, Aqua Poly, and Flamenco Red. And that Flamenco Red is just a really nice color red. And then, of course, it's got a white top. What do the plates say on this one? Boss Man. Retired, and Boss Man. That's pretty cool. So the plates are different depending on which version you have. So my prediction is when we take a look at this one, it's going to have the retired plate because it should have the characteristics from release A or version A, which wouldn't make a difference whether or not it was on the version A card or not. It just happens to be on the version A card. Happens to be the one that I got. And first thing we should take a look at is the plate. What does it say? Retired. Yep. Instead of Boss Man. So there you go. And of course this one has red tires. It's ultra red. It's got a black top. So that's also version A has a black top. Version B has a white top. So really pretty cool. We'll definitely have to poke at this one under the macro here real quick. I'm trying to see if I can get one with an opening hood. Ooh, yeah, this blue one opens a little bit, so let's do this one. All right, so Switching over, getting it up close. There's that Cadillac logo. Look at the beautiful paint. License plate, Florida license plate. That's pretty cool. The Sunshine State. It's hard to get into the motor, but and get it into focus. Wonder if I can zoom out a little bit. See if we can get it to focus. There you go. Here's a look into the motor. Here's a look at the wheel. So awesome. And the back of the car. Little printing there. Again, the plate. Really, really cool. So that one went a little smoother for taking a look at the macro lens. Just a beautiful casting, beautiful car. Fantastic job as usual from Autoworld on that one. And let's move it along. All right, so next up, this one's already open. Here's the Impala hardtop. This is limited to 4,400, so that makes the Ultra Reds limited to 264. This is in Roman red, and it's the hardtop. So this top is actually plastic. Definitely not the best job they did on this. I wish they would have primed it or something. So like they painted a clear plastic red, and you can see the shadow of my finger through it, which is kind of odd. Don't really like that, but it is a pretty cool car. Not what I would have picked to add as a tooling to Autoworld, but here's the other one in set B in Nassau Blue Poly. There's these deals. So two tooling variations, a convertible and a hardtop. I actually like the convertible better than the hardtop. Did I just say more better? On accident. But yeah, I like the convertible better than the hardtop because of the way that the hardtop is done. I'm not really a huge fan of it. But it does look pretty good. The blue one, I would say, looks a little bit better than the red one. The hood on this casting opens very easily, which is cool, and we'll take a look at that under the macro in a minute. First, let's go ahead and open up the Ultra Red. So, as we said, right, so this should have the traits of the Set A car, or the version A car, and it does. I can already tell because it's got a black interior as opposed to this one has a blue interior. This is version A, so this has a black interior. Now, the license plate should also kind of match that trend too. So we'll have to take a look at that plate close up. They actually might be all the same. 62 Impala, 62 Impala, yeah, 62 IMP. So the plates look like they're the same on all the release, but you know the telltale is the black interior. It's got the blue dot in the middle of the wheels. They all have that though. And really pretty cool. So another Ultra Red. Let's go ahead and macro it up. Take a close look first at this beautiful paint. Man, the metal flake paint just looks quite amazing. There's a look inside the motor. Let's zoom out just a little bit. So I can try to get a peek at that close up. 62 Impala, there's the front end. There's the wash on the front end. You guys know I love Autoworld. And when you get to looking at the real close up at the details of it, it's pretty sweet. Gotta always look at the wheels. Really cool. Really cool. Really, really cool. Very detailed. Very, very awesome. Definitely dig it. So there's your three Impalas. All right, so what's next? The next one is the Oldsmobile 442. This actually might be my least favorite in this release just because this has been released a ton of times already. This is the one in Royal Mist Poly in version A. Kind of a blue color. Very deep blue. I don't know if you consider it really a royal blue, even though it's a royal, whatever, royal mist. It's almost black. At least under, I don't know, under this light it does look pretty much almost black. It's not though, it's definitely blue, it's a navy blue. 442 Olds. So this tooling has just been released a ton of times. It dates back to the first licensed premium release. And then, so if that wasn't black enough, we do have it in ebony black. So, go ahead and open this one up. I think the wheels do look slightly different. Yeah, they are different. The wheels are different actually on this one than they are on this one. But there it is in black. Track pack. 66 Olds track pack. Red interior. This one's got a white interior, kind of like a weird gray interior. Rear of the car looks pretty awesome. Very, very cool. We'll take a peek at that under the macro in a minute. But of course, first we're going to go ahead and open up the Ultra Red, which, yep, has the interior of the version A. There it is. Something weird going on with the hood on this one. Let's see what that's about. Let's see if we can open it up. Ooh, the motor is really cool on this one. Shiny. Hood's a little wonky on this one. Something's up with that. I don't know if that can be fixed or not, but I will definitely play with it. So it's got the 66 Olds. Hood opens really easily. What if that motor, I think that motor piece is like sticking up and it's preventing it from closing all the way. So I don't know if that's fixable or not, but I will try to do that sometime off camera. It looks like the wheel is a little wonky on this one too. So a couple of issues with this Ultra Red. See, boom, dong, 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 wah, wah. So that's unfortunate, but I might be able to play with it and get it to function a bit better. But these two cars are perfect. Let's go ahead and macro it up for a second. Here's the wheel. Lots of really cool detail there. This tooling definitely has a lot of good detail on it. Track pack, Oldsmobile logo, 442. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Here's a look at the other wheel. So as you can see, they are different. Which I like when Autoworld does that within release. It's not just a color variation. It's actually a slight variation on the car itself. Look at that paint. Beautiful. Look at the motor. Extremely cool. Really awesome. Alright, so there is that casting. So that is number 4. We still got 2 more toolings to take a peek at. And this one actually is probably my favorite in the release. This 1967 Ford Mustang GT in Raven Black. I like this one so much. I had my buddies, Crazy Todd and Suresh, pick me up extras of this car. And I think I have quite a few of them actually I'm going to end up with. Particularly this Mustang, and it looks good actually in both version A and version B. The striking thing about this one right away is the rims on this car look so good. They just look so great, and this one is limited to 3,000 of course, because it's not one of the new toolings. One of one. There's a blurb about it that it is a one of one, so this is the only one of this year, I guess, this 1967 that was ordered in this color, black, with these options. So that's why it says one of one. So awesome in that coloration. In black, I should say, the lack of color. Motor looks really cool. It opens. We'll just leave that pop for a moment so we can use that for macro time. And then this is version B. In version B, they did something totally different. They made it in Wimbledon white. This is also a 1-to-1 as optioned. This one's really cool, guys. It's got a tan interior. It's got these cool wheels with red lines. It's white. Little mark on there that I think I can rub off. Not sure what that's about. And 1-to-1 again for the plate. Tan interior. Again, like I said, just a beautiful looking Mustang. Motor's the same. That's a really good looking car. Just fantastic. Both of these, really. Both of these are just really nice. I want extras of each one. I think I've got one extra one of the white Mustang. I think I do. And I'm going to be hoarding that for a long good time. Just never know. I like to take these things out, maybe take pictures of them, and then if I damage one, I've got a backup. So, and then of course the Ultra Red. This is the last Ultra Red to get for this series for me. I got it from my buddy Shirash. I think I got probably a few of these from Shirash. A few of these Ultra Reds. Probably one from Todd or two. And this, of course, so it's got the version A wheels on it, of course. Match. It's got a little scuffing on here from the packaging up top. Or that's actually the silver paint. So that happens. So this trim paint overran and hit part of the car right here, and that's why you got trim paint right there. So that's why the interior is black, because it is part of the, of course, set version A car. Still really cool. Would it be cooler? Ooh, this one's got a little wonky wheel in it a little bit too for the red. Those red wheels, I think, make it a little wonky. So you should probably stop doing them. Put the regular wheels on. Oh, and that's just wonky because it's got a little, you can see it right there, a little extra material, a little extra red tread. Still pretty cool though. I dig it. And then let's just do macro time for just a second here on this Mustang. The wheels. Look at the wheels. The wheels are really cool. Look at the tread on the wheels. Very cool. The wheels. The Mustang logo, GT 101. Mustang. The lights. Painted detail is just fantastic. Mustang logo up front. The motor. Very cool. Take a look at the white one real quick. The wheels. You can always see dust and stuff on these things, much more than you would normally, of course. The red striping on the side. The wheels. A little chip in the paint right here. That's something that is very barely visible to the naked eye. And when you start looking at these things up this close, you definitely are going to notice some flaws. So that's just the case though, when you're looking at this stuff that close. All right, so then the last car we've got is the Pontiac Grand Prix, which this one has been released a bunch too. This is in Sunfire Red Poly with a white top, version A. Set that one down. A little weird thing going on with the wheel right there. You can see it's kind of like dark. So Autoworld, they're my favorite brand. They've been known for really good quality control, but they have, they're not immune to quality issues now and again. So that's Sunfire Poly. Here is the one in Skyline Blue. This is a pretty color. This blue looks really good. And then I'm just going to open up the Ultra Red right away. We're on the last car. So, of course, this should have the traits from the version A, which it does. It's got the red dashboard, like weird gold steering wheel. But there that is. We got a mess of cards on the floor now. All right, which is a good thing. These are going to go into a carny case right away. So, love that color blue out of the 3. Actually, this is actually very nice. I didn't think I was going to like it nearly as much as I do. Hood opens pretty good on it, pretty easily. This one, I was looking at it in the package, and it does have a little bit of that silver trim spray haze right here on the quarter. But it's pretty sweet. And then this one, the color on this is actually really neat. We'll take a look at this under the macro. A lot of their colors that they paint the cars, I mean, they're legit colors that the cars were available in. So that makes them pretty awesome. And then, of course, the Ultra Reds are a legit color that they were made in. This one needs a tire fix. Boom, done. Good shape. Awesome stuff. So let's macro it up one last time here for this. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do this macro function just because it takes a long time. Makes the videos a little bit longer, but it is neat to look at some details close up every once in a while. Blue sky, there's your license plate. That Pennsylvania plate. What is that? Can't read it. Oh, what color is that plate? I don't know. All right, but anyway, pretty cool. Grand Prix. Grand Prix. Should get Grand Prix and the GP right there. Pretty awesome. Let's open up the hood. See if we can, we'll zoom out just a little bit. This one's another one where the hood doesn't really want to open all the way. Kind of take a look in there. Let's take a look at this car though. There's that color. It's like a reddish orange. Sunfire. Grand Prix. What state is that? Is it Delaware? The first state? That makes more sense, right? Grand Prix. There's a little, you just notice a little flaw right up in that light area. No big deal. And just very awesome. All right, back to normal here. Was not intending this review video to be this long, so might as well keep it going, right? Let's kind of just line these cars up really quick. Ooh, this is interesting. So I just discovered that. That's weird. There's like a crack in the paint on the white top. Look at that. That's a little weird. You notice all sorts of weird little stuff with when you start looking at these cars really close up. So I'm almost not sure if I really want to keep doing it, because then you just start discovering flaws, right? So, which is not really, you don't really need to look at them that closely. All right, so let's go ahead and line these cars up. If you stuck around this long, thank you very much. Just take a peek at these all together here. Here's those two castings looking nice. Actually, I'm not going to line these all up. Go ahead and take a look at all of them. All the reds, Cadillacs. Just a fantastic set, though, for sure. And I just really love this brand. I really, though, hope that they quit it with this red tire nonsense, colored tire nonsense, white tire nonsense. Let's just go back to the old formula for ultra reds. I don't think you're really gonna, I mean, I don't know, are you really bringing more people into the brand, I guess, by doing that? I'm not really sure. So you guys let me know what you think. Just let me know what you think. Do you like the red tire thing? Okay, it's been out for a while. Do you think they should change it up? What do you think they should change it to? If they were to do something different with their ultra reds, what would you think would be something that would be worthwhile to go ahead and do? Any ideas, guys? Put them in the comments down below. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.